So I want to begin with what you call the foundation to your department's success, and that's relationships. Tell me why they're so important to you.
Quite often in law enforcement, we look at data, and there is value in metrics. I am a very big believer in the metrics. So seeing things like crime stats, we haven't had homicides for the last 2 years, which is huge. But when you look at aggravated assaults or things like that, we had 71 last year. If you're one of those victims, it doesn't matter that it went down 18 or 17 less from the previous year, you're still a victim. To me, it's about relationships. It's about us working together as a department and a community to make Council Bluffs as safe as it can be, to help our citizens understand our capabilities and our responsibilities and how they can help and how we work together to make that happen. It's so important to me to have that relationship and to be transparent to our community.
So how do you go about building those relationships?
We work on that every day. When we bring a recruit back from the academy, once they graduate as a new officer, I spend about 90 minutes with them in their mini academy and talk to them about expectations, about the realities of life. One of the examples that we talk about is why people call 911. They call 911 because they have absolutely no one else to call. They don't have a brother or a father or a mother they can reach out to or a best friend. They need us. And in some cases, that could be for a critical incident. They're a victim of a violent crime. Or in other cases, the example I'll give you is a 90-year-old lady in the middle of winter, her water won't shut off and it's leaking in the house. She called 911, one of our lieutenants responded and took care of her. He got the water shut off, he helped her figure out who to call. And just meeting people where they're at and helping them deal with situations they're dealing with. And what we have to remember, and what I try to explain to our new people, is for us, it may seem like a very small thing in that moment, but that's the most critical thing in their life. And if we understand that and we can respond effectively to it and support them, then that relationship starts to build. We build credibility and ownership.
Because that 90-year-old woman will never forget what you guys did for her.
No, absolutely not. We get cards still from people that for years ago, they send a card in and say, hey, we wanted to thank you for what you did for our family in this incident. And those are so heartwarming. It speaks to the great work that our people do. And so much if it goes unnoticed, it just is done because it's the right thing to do. And they're not doing it to be newsworthy or to be popular. It's because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. You kind of have what many people would consider a thankless job. So when you hear back from people it's saying, we really appreciate it, how does that make you feel?
It can be. I look at it as a very rewarding job because I think of it as an opportunity to serve other people. I serve our officers and civilians, and I serve the citizens, and I want our people to feel that way too because they do such a good job at it. We have a good relationship in Council Bluffs in part because of the way our people approach each call. Another example we can talk about is if an officer gets called to an accident, there are two people in that collision, they're upset, they're concerned, they're frustrated, this shouldn't have happened, then that officer has to bring calm to that situation and leadership and to help them work through the challenges of it. And eventually one of them probably is going or potentially may get a citation because of it, but you can deliver that in a professional way and help them understand why and just be professional in the process and bring peace to it.
Yeah. You're so much more than what people think you are.
That's the story that I love to tell. You know, when you're a kid and you're walking through the store and the same thing applies to you, and you round the corner and suddenly you see a teacher, it's like, whoa, what are you doing here? You never see them hungry, you never see them tired. You see them frustrated at school sometimes, probably, but what you don't see is the human side. And what we want to do is create positive contacts and opportunities to meet our people on a human level and to understand that they have a personal life and they come to work just like everybody else does, and there's challenges at home and there's great things that are going on at home, but they set those aside and they put their vest on and they put their uniform on and they come to work to serve other people. And the rewarding part is when you do get that chance, and sometimes it may mean, sometimes we have to bottom out as people to start over. That may mean taking someone to jail, but doing it gracefully and doing it in a way that helps them understand, look, this is a start. This is a way to begin over.
I can feel that community is important, and I know you value the partnerships with communities. How does that help improve safety and your goal for more relationships, the partnerships that you have?
Great question. So we have roughly 10 officers on the street at any given time. That's 10 sets of eyes. In 62,000 people, if we can get 62,000 sets of eyes working together, if we own safety together, then that community is going to be that much safer. If the assumption is that we're going to take care of everything, we aren't capable of doing that. It's not possible. We can be much more successful. The synergy is much greater when we're working together to address those community issues. And in some cases, it's not just, the evolution of law enforcement has changed so much in that we're asked to do more with mental health issues, more with homelessness, more with social issues that bridge over into crime and dealing with the crime aspect of it, but we still deal with the human side of it. One of the biggest challenges we face today is people have retreated. They have gone back to this. They dig into their phones and they start sending messages, or we're neighbors and you call 911. You call 911 because I'm blowing my leaves into your yard. And when you look at that and you're like, well, that used to be, hey, Cerise, can we share a tea over the fence and talk about this? People aren't comfortable doing that these days. So we work with them to try and help address those things before they build into bigger issues. And it helps neighborhoods, it helps people, and it helps us do our job too. Because if they trust us, when they see something, they're going to call. They're going to share that information, and that's where our resources come into play. We get that feedback from them and we can do much better with that information.
That's awesome. That's an awesome way to look at it. I know community helps, but technology has really changed the way police all across the country are doing their job. How is it impacting your department in Council Bluffs?
In a number of ways. One of the ways that we do that is we've used technology to enhance our people and their ability to do their job. An example of that is the drones that we use. We use drones to map out accident scenes in the same detail that used to take an hour to do. We can accomplish now in probably 15 minutes. We use 3D scanners. The 3D scanner was purchased, or two of them were purchased in partnership with the Potawatomi County Attorney's Office. And what we found with that software and that technology is we can take a room like this that we're in and map it out and take it and put icons in it and photos, and then take it into a courtroom, and the prosecutor can use it to show a jury or a judge exactly how the crime occurred and scan the whole room and see things in much more detail than was ever possible before.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of difference does that make? I mean,
the prosecutor and the county attorney has described it as altering, it's changing the way they do cases. I mean, if we can't do that now, it's frustrating for them because they're beginning to rely on it. It's much like body cameras for us. You know, we waited until the technology caught up. The bodies, when we first evaluated them several years ago, the batteries wouldn't even last a whole shift. They wanted us to tether the officer to a cable in the car while it's charging during the shift, and I'm like, that's not effective. So once it caught up, we're using them now, and what we're doing is we're getting the full video of an incident instead of just a snippet that we would get from other people. But we also use technology and video from other resources. Anytime we have an officer-involved incident or a critical incident, we go to those neighboring businesses and residents and see if there's video available and use that technology to kind of mold it all together to get a full picture of what's going on.
It's a game changer, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Well, I want to focus on something you said earlier because it is fascinating. There hasn't been a murder or a homicide in Council Bluffs in 2 years.
Oh, it's going to happen now. No.
I'm not putting, but that's incredible, isn't it?
It is. It's a blessing. When we're seeing violent crime rise in a lot of the major cities, the violent crime hasn't risen in that category for us. In the previous years, the more impressive part for me is that when we do have an incident, the witnesses come forward. We don't have the challenge that some other cities have of not being able to get people to tell us what happened. And we still need that information. Even with all the technology, all the data that we capture in other ways, we still need that eyewitness to say, no, I was standing here, here's what I saw. Or here's what led to this. And because of those things, the clearance rate for our homicides is very good. It also helps us to maintain that relationship, to keep people on the up and up on what's going on, and that we are trying to solve problems for them.
Yeah, that's incredible. And so, I know you're proud of that, and you're proud of the community piece. I've talked to a lot of different police chiefs, and I've learned that every department kind of has its own culture, its own vibe. What to you stands out about your department? What are you so proud of?
Well, the easy one would be to say the new building. For years, that was a process that started 20 years ago, and 4 chiefs, and they've tried several times to make that happen. But because of the support of the city and because of the city council and especially our mayor and chief of staff, we were able to pull that together and make it happen. And there were so many things that came together in the bid process and the construction process that made the investment possible. And the taxpayers, when we went out and did presentations, I think we did 40 presentations in like 3 or 4 days,
Wow.
but leading up to the bond election. And because of that, it passed. In Iowa, it has to pass by 60% of those that go out to vote. And I've got friends that have tried 2 and 3 times around the state and they've not been successful. But Council Bluffs listened, the people listened, they understood, there was enough credibility in the bank that they said, yes, this is the right thing to do. We know you need it. We know it's going to be a tax increase briefly, but it's worth it. And it's not just about a new building. What it is it's our base of operations, and it's a base of the services that we provide to everyone else. So it enhances the services that we provide. One of the key factors that we put into that new building was the new forensic ICAC lab. So we can bring in technology. We've got a detective that's gone around the country to trainings and received equipment at those trainings to evaluate technology, whether it's a phone or a tablet or a laptop, or cloud-based stuff or social media things, and capture information for us that either proves or disproves someone's guilt or innocence. An example for you is, you mentioned Mark Burbage when we were talking earlier. The suspect that killed Mark, he was convicted of a previous robbery. Mm-hmm. In that robbery, he said, I've never met that person, the other suspects, and he also said that he never held that gun. Well, we downloaded his phone, and it showed on his phone a picture of him holding the gun and with the suspect that he committed the crime with. So it's things like that that make it that much clearer and that much easier to provide that justice for those victims.
Wow. So yeah, it is more than a building.
Right.
And how long have you been in there?
It's 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. It's crazy. We tried to imagine going through COVID in the old environment, and it would have never worked. We went from 19,000 square feet to roughly 60,000 square feet, and just the distance.
Yeah.
The building's designed for us to grow into for 25 years at the growth rate that we anticipate, that we calculate out. The other advancements are technology-based that will allow our staff to move throughout the building, and it's much easier than rerunning phone lines or computer lines. There's so many things behind the scenes. It's kind of like your job. People truly don't understand what we do. They just want us to function flawlessly when they need us. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is they don't understand what law enforcement does. A lot of times it's based on their perceptions or what they've heard from the public or friends.
What do they think? What do they think you guys do?
Yeah. Well, CSI is a good example. So I can put a drop of a liquid into a machine and it'll tell me where the suspect is and what they're having for lunch. And we get people that will tell us, hey, somebody threw this rock through my window. Can you get DNA off of it? And it's like, no, we can't tell you, and we can't tell you where the suspect is. So it creates gaps, and we work so hard in our outreach to make sure that people don't have those gaps. They understand our capabilities. When we go to calls, we play a game of telephone. And the game starts out with someone will call 911. They talk to the call taker. The call taker sends the information to dispatch. Dispatch forwards it either by radio or through the MDT or both. And then the officer responds. Well, when they get there, the customer, the victim, has what they expect the outcome to be, and the officer has the information they have so far, and they have to have a common understanding. So I talk about the Rubik's Cube. And that cube is the situation we're dealing with. On one side, if it's complete, the color is completely different than what you're seeing. And until you come to a common understanding and a common expectation and a common understanding of what capabilities are, you may walk away frustrated, and I may walk away frustrated because I wanted to help and you're not getting what you wanted. So we need to build that. And that's what our officers do a great job of every day, is they talk to people, okay, what do you want out of this? What's the goal? And how do we accomplish that? And no, we can't quite get here, but we can do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a difference though, just the conversation. You've learned so much, I'm guessing, during your 8 years as chief. What's the biggest lesson you've learned during the job that you do?
It's all about people. And when I say that, it's all about finding the right people with the right traits and characteristics who are passionate about serving. It's all about training them and preparing them for the mission. And that isn't just academically and physically, it's holistically. We have wellness programs physical wellness programs. We have a peer support team. We have mental health support. We want to make sure our people have long, healthy careers and even longer retirements. And when they come in, the reason I say it's all about people too is when there's an officer involved shooting or an officer is killed in the country, and including Deputy Burbridge, the amazing thing to me is that our people come in for their next shift, they put their vest on, they put their uniform on, and they strap their belt on knowing that that risk is real for them, and they still want to do it. And when you stop and think about that, that threat is always there. It's infrequent, thank God, but it's still there, and it needs to be in the back of your mind so you go home at the end of the shift. That's our number one goal, is we all go home. We take care of our people, we follow the mission, but we go home to our family. And sometimes we lose sight of that. I think we forget about it because of the misinformation that's out there.
So you mentioned you want to make sure your officers have long careers. You've been at this for almost 25.
No, 38.
38? I thought, it was 22 just with Omaha.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you add, that's right.
Yeah, I'm an old guy.
How long are you going to keep going?
I can stay another 5. And that's the plan right now. We'll see how it goes. I think I have a little bit left to give. I see some opportunities to develop some new people over the next 5 years for us. There's going to be a pretty big shift in retirements. All of our senior command staff will retire within that 5-year frame. And we want to make sure that we carry on the trajectory and the passion and the mission. So we're trying to prepare those kids that are coming up behind us to be ready to carry on that torch.